I am Divya Gupta from Kendriya Vidyalaya INS Kadinga TGT Maths. Welcome to the session. Today I want to teach something beyond the section formula. In my previous video I have derived the formula for the section formula, and now what we can do or what we can get from the section formula we will go for. Mainly there are three things. One, it's possible to find the midpoint coordinates. It's possible to find the coordinates of the trisecting points. Also it is possible to find the coordinates of centroid of a triangle. Now let's go for midpoint formula. Line segment AB, the coordinates of point A, x1, y1, coordinates of point B, x2, y2. P is the midpoint of AB. I have assumed the coordinates of point P, x comma y. If P is the midpoint of AB, let us find the ratio. Let AB is equal to K. This implies PB is also equal to K because P is the midpoint of AB. Now, to find ratio, AB is to PB is equal to K is to K. The two terms of the ratio can be multiplied if necessary to write the terms of the ratio in the form of integers. If necessary, we can cancel the common factors or we can divide both the terms of the ratio by any real number. On cancelling with K one time, this is 1:1. AP is to PB is equal to 1:1 if P is the midpoint of AB. Now let us find the coordinates of the section formula what we have learned in the previous video. A, x1, y1, B, x2, y2 is divided by a point P in the ratio k is to 1. Then coordinates of point P, x coordinate of point P starting from m1 x2 plus m2 x1. If the ratio is m1 is to m2, if the ratio is k is to 1, k x2 plus 1 x1 means x1 by sum of the terms of the ratio k plus 1, y coordinates, the cross multiplication with y coordinates, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 means k y2 plus y1, k y2 plus y1 by k plus 1. This is the formula which we have derived in the previous class. Now let us apply by taking the ratio 1:1. AP is to PB is equal to 1:1. Suppose when you take the ratio 1:1, we will get the coordinates of midpoint of AB. If ratio is 1:1, then point P in place of K1, 1. There is no K2 or M1 and M2 or 1 and 1. On substituting the value of K is equal to 1 in the formula, 1 K2, 1 X2, this is X2 plus X1 by K is equal to 1, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Here K is equal to 1 by 2, this is y2 plus y1 by k plus 1 plus 1, that is 2. If P is the midpoint of AB, the x coordinate of the midpoint is the average of the two x coordinates means x1 plus x2 by 2. The y coordinate of the midpoint is the average of the two y coordinates means the average of two y coordinates of A and B, that is y1 plus y2 by 2. Whether you say x2 plus x1 by 2 or x1 plus x2 by 2, that makes no difference because addition is commutative. Now let's go to the next. AB is a line segment with x coordinate with coordinates of A x1 y1 and the coordinates of B x2 y2. P and Q are the 2 points of line segment AB. They are in such a way the distances AP, PQ and QB are all equal. equal, if AP is equal to K, PQ is also equal to K and QB is also equal to K, so we write AP is equal to PQ is equal to QB is equal to K. K. If all the distances are equal, we say points P and Q are trisecting points. Means the line segment AB is divided by the 2 points P and Q into 3 equal parts. That is called the trisecting point. In fact, midpoint is only one for the given line segment. Trisecting points are 2. Here, if you see the ratio, AP is to PB is equal to K is to PQB. AP is equal to K, PB is equal to K plus K to K. On cancelling the K, 1 is to 2. Means AP is to PB is equal to 1 is to 2. So by applying the section formula, it's possible to find out the coordinates of point P by taking the given coordinates of A x1 y1, B x2 y2 and the ratio 1 is to 2. Similarly, it's possible to find out the coordinates of point Q in 2 different ways. That is, if you want ratio AQ is to QB is equal to AQ K plus K to K is to QB is equal to K, on dividing both the terms by K, this is 2 is to 1. The ratio of AQ is to QB is 2 is to 1. Either you take the ratio is equal to 2 is to 1 or but the most simple way of finding the coordinates of point Q is by using midpoint theorem, midpoint formula. First let us get the point coordinates of point P after by using the section formula. After getting the coordinates of point P, to get the coordinates of point Q, we know this. We have derived, we have calculated, or we are already given this. Use midpoint Q is the midpoint of BP, PB. By using the midpoint theorem, it's possible to find out. So, as whichever method you feel, but I suggest for P, use the section formula. For Q, use the midpoint formula. Next, we will go to the third part. ABC is a triangle, any triangle with coordinates A x1 y1, B x2 y2, C x3 y3 or the general coordinates of any triangle. Here AD is the median, D is the midpoint of BC. Similarly, E is the midpoint of AC, BE is the median, and then F is the midpoint of AB, therefore CF is the median. AD, BE, CF are all the 3 medians, they are concurrent, means they are passing through one common point. The common point is called the point of concurrence of medians. It is nothing but centroid. Centroid is represented by capital G because the center of gravity is there exactly at the point of concurrence of the medians of triangle. Now let us find the coordinates of this centroid. To find the coordinates of centroid G, we should know in what ratio G divides AD. And it is already given AD is the midpoint, AD is the median, means D is the midpoint of BC. Here in 2 stages we will find. In first stage we will find the coordinates of point D by making use of the midpoint formula because D is the midpoint of BC. After getting the coordinates of point D, we will get the coordinates of point G in the second stage. There we will use one rule. The rule is here AG is to GD is 2 is to 1. The point of concurrence of medians G divides all the 3 medians in the same ratio 2 is to 1. AG is to GD 2 is to 1, BG is to GE is 2 is to 1. Similarly, CG is to GF is also equal to 2 is to 1. Since all the three ratios are the same, we can use any one and we can find out the coordinates of point G. It goes like this. The coordinates of point D, since D is the midpoint, as we have learned just before, D, the coordinates, x coordinate is the average of the two x coordinates, that is x2 plus x3 by 2. In average, if there are two x coordinates, the average is sum of the two x coordinates divided by 2. If there are 10 observations, for average, sum of 10 observations divided by 10. Please remember. Now, the x coordinate of point D is over. For y coordinates, again the average of two y coordinates, y2 plus y3 by 2. So simple to get the y coordinates of point D by using midpoint theorem. Now, we will use the section formula to find out the coordinates of point G. For that, A, the coordinates x1 comma y1, D, the coordinates x2 plus x3 by 2 comma y2 plus y3 by 2. This AD is divided by the point G in the ratio 2 is to 1. So let the ratio 2 is to 1. Now the point G, the coordinates of point G are, again the rule, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2 for x coordinates. For that, see, let us multiply 2 into x2 plus x3 by 2, 2 into x2 plus x3 by 2 plus 1 into x1 whole divided by 2 plus 1, 3, the x coordinate. Similarly, for y coordinate, cross multiplication with y, m1 x2 plus m2 x1 means 2 into y2 plus y3 by 2. One into y1 whole divided by 2 plus 1, 3. 2 into y2 plus y3 by 2 plus 1 into y1 whole divided by 2 plus 1, 3. So this goes. Now G is equal to 2 on cancelling, x2 plus x3 plus x1 whole divided by 3 comma, this also are 2 cancellation, y2 plus y3 plus y1 divided by 3, or the addition of the numbers is commutative and associative. So the order of the numbers, order of the coordinates or the vertices does not give any new sum. Therefore, we can also write G is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. So the x coordinate of the centroid is the average of all the three x coordinates, x1 plus x2 plus x3 whole divided by 3. The y coordinate of point G is the average of all the three y coordinates, that is y1 plus y2 plus y3 whole divided by 3. So like this it's possible. Next, here there are certain cases all the three x coordinates of point A, B and C are given and you will be asked to find out the coordinates of centroid. That's common. Sometimes they give coordinates of A, B or C. दोनों में अच्छा, among the three coordinates, one point coordinates they miss but they give coordinates of centroid. In that case, apply the formula. In the same formula, by taking the coordinate given coordinates A and B and let the coordinates of C xy and substitute in the formula, you will get unknown value, the coordinates of point C. That is small or simple application of the section formula. Thank you.